所以今天中国张大千先生在中国的画坛上，不仅仅有他的崇高的地位，而且在世界上也有他相当的地位。
So I can say, and it's well recognized, that Chang Dai-chien not only achieved in the Chinese art field, but it's also well recognized in the international art world. At this point, I may just add a comment. And in, I think, 1960s, the New York Fine Arts, International Fine Arts Association has recognized Chang Dai-chien as the #1 worldwide contemporary artist. So that's already been recognized in the international art world as well. So our friendship has started as early as in the 1950s. And in the 1960s and the early 70s, when we both were living in the California, we have visit each other very often. And we both loved trees and flowers and plants. So one of our favorite time, besides talking about paintings, is to go visit the nurseries and flower shops to find the unusual plants.
记得有一次啊，我们在这个Los Gatos， 一个日本人开的一个花铺叫竹林园，我们就发现一个梅花，一个盆景。张先生喜欢的不得了，差不多呀，这个盆景大概也有180年的老，很好一个梅树梅花。那么张先生要求这个主人呢卖给他，主人说什么也不肯。那么张先生很失望，回来就和我商量，他说我们怎么办呢？哎，他说我给他写一个匾。说结果他就竹林园写这么一个匾呢，说第二天呢我们去和他换去。结果匾也写好了，第二天呢我把这个匾这个字也拿去了，竹林园几个字，这个主人呢还是不换。匾是收下了，哎，匾是收下了，但是我不买。
I remember one time we visited a nursery in Los Gatos. Was owned and operated by a Japanese gentleman. And the name of the nursery is Bamboo Gardens. And in there, Chang Dai-chien has saw a bonsai that's of a plum blossom. And he's very, very fond of it and really wants to buy it. But the owner refused to sell it to him. So after they got home, Chang Dai-chien had discussed with Mr. Hou, says, how can I get him to sell me that bonsai, that plum blossom? So he says, maybe I will write calligraphy for the name of the bamboo garden, and he can hang it there. And so the next day, they went with this calligraphy. And guess what? The owner still refused to sell him the plum blossom. But he says, I will keep the calligraphy, however.
他回来之后还有想，他说我还梦想这花呀，不能够这个不能不得到它，怎么办呢？我画一张画给他。结果就用他一张画又去换去了，结果这个主人还是把画留下了，这个梅还是没画。
So they came home that night and they talked about it again, and Chang Dai-chien refused to give up. So he thought, maybe I will paint a plum blossom. Maybe my painting, I can exchange it. So they went the day after. And guess what? The owner of that bamboo garden, he's no fool. He says, this game is good. If I keep on doing this, I will get more and more of his paintings. So he kept the painting and refused to give him the plan.
他回家之后啊，失望之余啊，他第二天呢，他就画了一个梅花，就是画这个盆景。这张画他送给我了。他说啊，我们这就是水月之欢呢，我们两个人呢，没事就看看这画就完了，就算了。
So that night, Chang Dai-chien thought about it. How can he own that bonsai? So he decided he will paint it. So he now painted the plum blossom in that bonsai, and he gave Mr. Hau that painting. He says, I tell you what, from now on, if when we thought about that plan, we can both look at the painting as if we saw the plan.
所以有几幅张先生画的梅花，你们可以看见，它是一个很古老的干，上边就几枝花。这幅画就是他时常画出来的，就是他在一个竹林园看出的。所以大家要看见这幅画的时候，就可以想象他这故事。
So next time when you have a chance to see Chang Dai-chien's painting of plum blossom, if you see the painting has an old trunk with just a few blossoms, that is the image of that bonsai. And you can sort of imagine when he painted that plum blossom that he was thinking of that bonsai that he was not able to own.
所以从这里头就看出张先生他的个性，他要想每一样事情要想做，他要做的绝对的好，所以他的画的成就就在他的个性上。
This is a good example of Zhang's character. When he wants something, he's put his whole heart and soul to it. And this is why that he was able to reach the accomplishment in his art. He devotes his whole heart and soul to it.
所以他的每一幅画的作品，我们就会欣赏他的每个人他的个人的个性，就像方才画这个松树，你看他的一切完全经历在中间，一笔他都不苟。你看他随便的一个笔法，完全他的一生的经历在内，所以这就是张大千一生的成就，我们要特别的尊重这一点。
You see Chang Dai-chien's painting, you can see that every single stroke is distilled from his lifetime's study and thoughts and effort. He puts his whole heart to it, and that's why he was able to achieve the plateau of achievement that no other artist can come close. He always is very sincere, and it's always very devoted, and he is not negligent of any single stroke, as it was exemplified in the film you just saw.
今天我们就随便讲讲这一点，我们就是到此为止，谢谢诸位。
Now that concludes the reminiscence. Thank you.